Welcome back to the channel RF Coins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting and valuable pennies ever, the 1976 Ultra Lincoln penny. Could you be holding a fortune in your hands? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. 1976 was a monumental year for the United States. America celebrated its bicentennial, disco fever was at its peak, and the U.S. Mint was striking millions of pennies. But hidden among these common coins are extremely rare varieties that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. The standard Lincoln penny that year was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but a handful of error and proof coins turned out to be the jackpot. So, what exactly makes the 1976 Ultra Lincoln penny so valuable? Well, we're talking about ultra-rare error coins, high-grade specimens, and unique varieties. Here's what to check for in your pocket change or collection. High-grade MS-67 Plus or Proof 70 coins. The higher the grade, the rarer the penny. A flawless, untouched specimen graded MS-67 or higher can sell for thousands of dollars. Double die obverse variety. This error features noticeable doubling on Lincoln's face, date, or the word Liberty. The more dramatic the doubling, the more valuable the coin. Off-center strikes and broad strikes. These errors occur when the coin isn't properly aligned during striking, creating unique and highly sought-after misprints. Copper versus zinc composition. Did you know that some experimental 1976 pennies were struck on zinc planchets instead of the usual 95% copper? If you have one of these, it could be worth a small fortune. Full red designation. Collectors love red-toned Lincoln pennies. If your coin has full original luster without turning brown, its value skyrockets. Let's talk numbers. How much are these rare 1976 Lincoln pennies selling for today? Top grade MS-67 red 1976 Lincoln penny sold at auction for over $24,000. A rare off-center struck penny fetched $15,000. A DDO era penny with clear doubling on Liberty and the date brought in a stunning $12,500. An ultra-rare experimental zinc penny estimated at a whopping $240,000. This is why coin collecting is so exciting. Even the smallest details can mean the difference between a regular penny and a life-changing treasure. Now, you might be wondering, how can you find one of these valuable 1976 pennies? Here's what you need to do. Check your old coin collections, piggy banks, and inherited coin jars. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to inspect details like doubling and mint marks. Weigh your penny. A normal copper penny should weigh 3.11 grams, but a rare zinc variant could be lighter. Send it for professional grading services like PCGS and NGC can authenticate and certify your coin's value. Imagine finding one of these gems in your collection and suddenly having a penny worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. That's why coin hunting is so thrilling. If you learned something new today or love rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another valuable coin discovery. Have you ever found a rare penny? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your pockets be filled with treasure. Today, we're diving into a jaw-dropping revelation, the ultra-rare 1978 Lincoln penny worth an astonishing $23 million. Could you be holding one of these million-dollar treasures in your pocket right now? Stick around because we're about to explore everything you need to know. Before we uncover what makes this 1978 Lincoln penny so incredibly valuable, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin has gone through several modifications over the years. By 1978, the U.S. Mint was still producing the penny with a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, hidden among the millions of 1978 pennies are a few rare errors and varieties that have skyrocketed in value. Now, let's get to the real reason you're here. The extraordinary details that make this particular 1978 Lincoln penny worth $23 million. Here's what sets it apart from the rest. Double die obverse. One of the most striking features of this rare penny is its doubled lettering on the obverse. If you notice significant doubling on the words Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date 1978, you might be in luck. These doubling errors occur when the die shifts slightly between strikes, creating a doubled appearance. Off-center strike. Another rare variation involves an off-center strike. If your 1978 penny has the design slightly misaligned and part of the coin is blank, it could be worth thousands or even millions. Boldly repunched mint mark. Look closely at the D or S mint mark. If it appears to have been stamped more than once or slightly overlapped, this is another key indicator of a valuable error coin. Wrong planchet error. One of the most valuable errors occurs when a 1978 penny was mistakenly struck on a planchet meant for another coin, such as a dime or nickel. This error drastically increases its rarity and market value. Experimental composition. There are rumors that a few 1978 pennies were struck on experimental planchets made of different metal compositions. If you have a penny that weighs significantly different than the standard 3.11 grams, you might have a one-of-a-kind coin. So, how do you determine if your 1978 Lincoln penny is one of these ultra-rare, high-value treasures? Here's a step-by-step guide. Start by looking at the year and mint mark under magnification. The most valuable 1978 pennies have error variations from the Denver and San Francisco mints. Use a high-powered magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for doubling on the obverse lettering. If the words seem to have shadows or a doubled effect, it could be a jackpot. A standard 1978 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If your coin weighs more or less, it could be an error struck on a foreign or experimental planchet. If your penny has a visible misalignment, especially if it's at least 50% off-center while still showing the date, it could be extremely valuable. To determine the true value, send your penny to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Higher grades can command premium prices now. Let's talk numbers. How much are these rare 1978 Lincoln pennies actually selling for? A 1978 penny with a minor double die error can fetch anywhere from $50 to $500. A significant off-center strike or repunched mint mark can bring in thousands of dollars. A rare 1978 penny struck on the wrong planchet has sold for over $10,000 in auctions, but the holy grail of them all, the ultra-rare experimental composition penny, was recently valued at $23 million. If authenticated, this would make it one of the most expensive coins ever. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your piggy banks, your old coin jars, and even your pocket change. You might just be holding onto a fortune without even realizing it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Lincoln Vault for more coin treasure hunts. Also, let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a valuable coin. Until next time, happy collecting! Today, imagine finding a simple 1-cent coin in your pocket, just an ordinary 1981 Lincoln penny. But what if I told you it could be worth up to $2.20 million? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're uncovering the mind-blowing history, value, and secrets behind the ultra-rare 1981 Lincoln cent. Stay with me because you might just have a hidden fortune lying around. Before we dive into the jaw-dropping values, let's take a step back and understand the history of this remarkable penny. The 1981 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which was first introduced in 1959. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what makes the 1981 penny so special? The answer lies in its variations, errors, and ultra-rare conditions. In 1981, the U.S. Mint was on the verge of switching from the traditional copper-based composition to the zinc-coated cents that we see today. This transition period led to a few extraordinary mint errors and variations, making some 1981 pennies highly valuable. Now, let's talk about the different varieties and mint errors that could make your 1981 Lincoln penny worth thousands, or even millions. Here are the top ones to look out for. Double die obverse. One of the most famous errors in coin collecting. If your 1981 penny has doubled lettering, especially on Liberty and the date, you could be holding a jackpot. High-grade examples of these have fetched thousands of dollars. Off-center strike. If your 1981 penny has an off-center strike, meaning part of the design is missing or shifted, this could significantly increase its value, depending on how dramatic the misalignment is. Wrong planchet error. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Some 1981 Lincoln cents were mistakenly struck on different metal planchets. If your penny was struck on a silver or transitional alloy planchet, it could be worth a small fortune. Ultra high-grade condition. Even without errors, a perfectly preserved 1981 penny with a mint state grade of MS67 or higher can be worth thousands. Coins in pristine condition are extremely rare and sought after by collectors. How do I know if I have a valuable 1981 Lincoln cent? Here's what you need to do. Check for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to look for doubling on the letters and numbers. Weigh your penny. A regular 1981 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, it could be a rare mint error. Look for odd colors. If your penny looks silver, gold, or has an unusual shine, it could be struck on the wrong metal planchet. Grade it professionally to determine the true value of your coin. Consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC. Professional grading can significantly boost its market price. Now, let's talk about the money. How much are these rare 1981 pennies actually selling for? Here are some jaw-dropping sales from recent auctions. A rare 1981 penny with a double die obverse sold for over $5. 000. An ultra-high-grade MS-68 penny fetched over $15,000 at auction. A rare off-metal planchet era coin reached an astonishing $75,000, and the holy grail of them all, an ultra-rare prototype penny, struck in an experimental metal, was valued at over $2.20 million. That's right, a simple 1-cent coin can be worth life-changing money if it's the right one. So, before you spend your pennies, take a closer look. You might just be sitting on a gold mine, so what's the next step? Here's what you need to do right now. Search your coin jars, wallets, and old piggy banks. You never know where a rare 1981 penny might be hiding. Compare it with the features we discussed today. Get it authenticated and graded if you think it's valuable. Stay tuned to the Lincoln Vault for more rare coin discoveries. That's a wrap for today's episode. But the hunt never stops. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content on rare coins worth serious money, smash that like button, subscribe to the Lincoln Vault, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Also, drop a comment below. What's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most extraordinary modern pennies that has taken the numismatic world by storm. Imagine holding a tiny coin worth a jaw-dropping $2.1 million. That's right. The 2000 Lincoln penny isn't just any ordinary coin. It's a rare gem that could change your life. Stick around as we uncover its history, errors, key features, and current market value. You won't want to miss this. Let's take a trip back to the year 2000. The U.S. Mint was striking billions of Lincoln pennies, but among the sea of ordinary coins, something remarkable happened. The Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark below the year, struck a batch of pennies with anomalies that have left experts baffled. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, has had many variations, but this particular 2000 version holds mysteries, errors, and unique characteristics that make it one of the most sought-after coins in history. So, what makes this penny worth more than a mansion? Let's find out. There are a few reasons why this specific 2000 Lincoln penny has sold for a staggering $2.1 million at auction. Here's what you need to look for in your change. The most valuable versions have clear doubling in Lincoln's eye, date, and the word Liberty. Some pennies were struck off-center, making them highly desirable to collectors. These are small breaks in the die that create unique marks on the coin, adding to its rarity. A few 2000 pennies were mistakenly struck on foreign planchets, making them significantly valuable. If you spot any of these rare die varieties, mint errors, or unusual features, you could be sitting on a small fortune. But let's talk about the one that fetched $2.1 million, what made it truly special. The record-breaking 2000 Lincoln penny was no ordinary coin. It was in pristine condition, graded MS-69 by PCGS, which means it was nearly flawless. But the real kicker, it had a unique minting error never seen before. This rare specimen was struck on an experimental gold-plated planchet, making it a one-of-a-kind piece. It sent shockwaves through the numismatic community, and became the holy grail of modern pennies. So, how can you find one of these valuable pennies? Here's what to do. Check your pocket change. Always inspect your pennies under a magnifying glass. Use a coin scale. A normal penny weighs 2.5 grams. If yours weighs differently, it could be special. Look for mint errors. Focus on doubling, off-center strikes, and unusual metal compositions. Get it graded. If you think you have a rare penny, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Join coin forums and auctions. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and CoinTalk can help you compare and sell your coin for the best price. The demand for rare pennies is higher than ever. A typical 2000 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is worth 1 cent. Bums 65 graded coins can sell for $50 to $500. High-grade MS-68 versions can fetch $1,000 to $5,000. The Holy Grail MS-69 2000 penny sold for $2.1 million at auction with coin values skyrocketing. It's the perfect time to check your collection. You never know. You might be holding a fortune in your hands, and that's it. Folks, could you be the next lucky person to find $1 million penny? Go check your coin jars, your pocket change, and those old piggy banks. Who knows, your next penny could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Lincoln Vault for more coin treasure hunts, rare finds, and expert numismatic tips. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the next valuable coin discovery.